I'm Jesse, you're watching JLS Comics, and right now we're talking about the Happytime Murders. The embargo for this movie lifted today, so we finally get to talk about Happytime Murders. That is the summer blockbuster comedy film from Jim Henson's son, Brian Henson. It's R-rated. It has an all-star cast with Melissa McCarthy, Maya Rudolph, Joe McHale, and a whole slew of others. Really great comedic cast. This is very much a neo-crime noir overlaid with some Muppets. It's in the style of The Cool World, it's in the style of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and some of these others that have mixed the mediums. And this movie is very shocking in the comedy and in the scenes. It very much earns the R rating that it got. If you're easily offended, this might not be the movie for you, but if you like crude, crass humor and edginess, this might be something that's right up your alley. I did laugh quite a few times, and it is very funny, especially in some of the scenes, but it does have those darker undertones of the crime drama that it ultimately is. However, the comedy does tend to repeat itself, the same sort of crude humor and the jokes, and it does get a bit repetitive. Essentially what the plot is there was a TV show in the 80s. It was called the Happytime Gang, and the Happytime Gang is killed off one by one throughout this. There's a disgraced cop, and he's a Muppet, and then you have Melissa McCarthy as a human, with a Muppet liver, by the way, and they have to come together and work on this to solve the crime. There is the requisite twist. There's a whole bunch of other things in it that are sort of typical for the genre, but nonetheless are ultimately required to kind of feel like it is part of that genre. So it meets all of those plot points, but again, it does get a bit repetitive there. Do not bring your children to this. This is very much an adult film. There are very many scenes that I think that would be, you know, even for some teenagers, like too much. But it was very funny. I have to say, it was very funny. I do like this type of humor. If you liked Sausage Party, you might like this movie. I'll just say that. Stay for the end. There's some cool outtakes as well. I did like the backdrop for this. It was in Los Angeles, and it was really great Muppet work and Muppeteering. You could tell that they were green screened out, but there were some scenes where they were on the street, and you could see the full body of the Muppet walking, or you could see them, you know, talking and interacting with the humans. And they did very well with that. So my kudos and hats off to the Muppeteers who were in this. And as well as the cast, interacting with these Muppets, saying these really raunchy, crude, obscene comments and jokes, and keeping a straight face throughout. That must have taken a lot of skill to be able to pull that off. So hats off. All in on Melissa McCarthy, Maya Rudolph, and the others for being able to do that. My hats off to you. So overall, you know, funny movie, bit repetitive, very much cliche in some of the beats and the plot points that it did hit, but I did have a fun time with it. I did laugh, and overall, I do give this movie a 7.0 out of 10. This is a spoiler-free review. I wish I could tell you some more, but alas, we cannot. Once we see this movie, we will probably do a spoiler review or some commentary on one of our later shows, but once you do see it, go ahead and come back, leave some comments down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about the movie, if I missed anything, if I was way off, if you agree with me. And if this is your first time here, definitely love to have you as part of this JLS Comics family. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the future reviews and future content that we do have coming up, such as every Thursday, our live show where we do movie news, movie reviews, comic book, superhero related content as well. So all of that is here on this channel for you to enjoy. And that's it. This is a very quick review, but it's a spoiler-free review for 2018's The Happytime Murders. I'll see you in the next video.